King news, my wonderful people. You will be shocked, surprised with what is happening. Oh, Emefiele finally speaks from exile. Emefiele finally speaks from exile, and what is said is quite shocking. And he talks about, the cabal, their plans, what they intend to achieve before Buhari leaves office, how they want to neutralization policy to cover this nation and to bring Nigeria to where they want it to be. In fact, what he spoke about is quite scary to mention, but a few, the plans that are on ground and what some people aim and intend to achieve. You'll be shocked and surprised. These are some of the things that are going on, and you will not even believe it that these things were truly, sincerely happening. You will not believe it. You will not believe it. You see, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Removing me as CBN governor, Buhari Cabal's last play. Can you imagine? Their last play. They want to remove him. This is their last play to ensure the neutralization of Nigeria, in ensuring that, they take over. Can you imagine? This is Emefiele speaking. So this is the plans all along. With about 4 months to the end of his constitutionally allowed two-term as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari and his close associates in the presidential villa, from indications, appear ready to force Emefiele out of office in order to create the path for the appointment of a northerner into the office in a move that completes his administration neutralization policy and ensure that northerners control and in strategic position in charge of central bank for the next 5 years, no matter the outcome for the February 25th, 2023 presidential election. This is why Buhari is saying absolutely nothing. Whoever is appointed, if Emefiele is forced out of office, will be there for the next 5 years. And seeing Emefiele still being there is a threat to the northerners that whoever enters in, especially Peter Obi, if he gets in there, they will not have access to Nigerian currency as they used to. In order to control this, they want me out of office. As at the time, all the 11 agents under the central bank have northerners as the head. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? He said, as at this time, all the 11 agencies under central bank, all the 11 agencies have northerners as their head. AMCO, Mint, NARSA, NASMI, DINK, AFC, NFIU, FSS 2020, WACFIL, NARSA, Microfinance Bank, and NAFICO all have northerners at their head. This is a sudden shock and realization to Buhari that they have not done well. And if they allow this, they will not be in charge, irrespective of who becomes Nigeria's president. The Minister of Finance, where the Minister of Permanent Secretaries are northerners. What about the strategic ministry with huge budgets? Defense, education, agriculture, transportation, petroleum, water resources, human affairs, FCT power, etc. are all headed by northerners. The implication of the Northern nationalization agenda started as far back as 2015, when Buhari, a Fulani Muslim from Katsina State with family ties with neighboring Niger Republic, shockingly defeated the incumbent president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan from Bayelsa State, recording the first opposition victory over an incumbent in Nigeria democracy. Emefiele from Delta State has been under fire from different fronts since he announced the redesign of the Naira and the implication of a very strict cashless policy aimed at curbing vote buying and reducing corruption. These factors are using the DSS and a member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Gashi, to hold Emefiele down, alleging that he had other contributors stealing the platinum 89 trillion naira from the stamp duty collected by banks on behalf of the federal government. This, of course, is untrue, even though they successfully pushed this narrative in the country where corruption, thefts mostly unchecked, people are very suspicious of the public service holders. Emefiele may be many things, but he still has a heart for Nigeria. The total assets of all Nigerian banks combined at as June 2020 stock at 65.48 trillion naira. Banks are required to charge 15 naira as stamp duty on transaction above 1,000 naira. Do Emefiele accusers realize how many transaction would have taken place to generate trillions of naira in stamp duty? The so-called 89 trillion would vanish in a single day. This cannot possibly happen in our lifetime. If you happen to have a guest of Governor Samuel Utom of Benue State at a Swiss restaurant in Bakodi, where pounded yam and other menu were served, you will see that the two-time governor of the state, with a very motto food basket of the nation, will even spend more. They through some of the talks, however casual or serious, the rapid Fulani headsmen and their Fulanization agenda in the country, particularly to spoil the people as they go on a killing rampage and all that, are all parts of the plan. Getting Emefiele and being in control of money is part of the agenda ongoing. So my people, you can see for yourself, unless things rapidly change, we may not be able to get out of this in a hurry. You heard Emefiele. Emefiele is giving a thorough explanation, and this is why he has refused to come. Buhari was shaking hands with him. You see, guys, nothing say you get friend, though. Nothing say you get friend until you know the friend where you get. Buhari was shaking hands with him, standing with him, talking about the new redesign, Naira and what have you. And everybody was like, oh, finally, we are moving forward, my dear. Moving forward, here we go. Okay, it's as if everything was all right until we began to see Buhari true color, true copy show up. And Emefiele is saying that there is a plan, because they want to ensure that, Fulanis are in charge of Nigerian currency before Buhari leave. That's the plan. They want to ensure that, because whoever is appointed now will be there for the next 5 years, irrespective of who becomes president. And the fear is that it could be anybody. You cannot rule out Peter Obi. It could sincerely be anybody. Yes, they are trying to put their own man there, the person of Tinubu. However, see, every 18 of them, is still a game and chance for anybody. You cannot say never until you cannot conclude on those regards. Not now. You must make sure that you know exactly what you're saying. So whoever is there, the tenure of the central bank governor is for 5 years. And so he said the whole Fulani plan. But again, Emefiele, you allow them to use you. Now you are telling us. What are you telling us for? Is it because the chips are down? You are stranded. So now you are coming up to tell us what the plan has been? Leave us a comment. Bye for now.